So, I'd like to try this new playlist, Ferrari one. There is a treasure somewhere. So where is it? Here it is.
First supercars that we can define is the GTO. GTO was very simple. If we just start from the name, it was Gran Turismo Omologato. The definition of supercars is very simple. It's the top expression of that period in design, performance, technology, putting all the best in one single car of that period. People call it the 288 GTO, but that is not the correct definition. The definition for that car is the GTO. Punto.
Supercar is a term that refers to milestones in motoring history. All supercars are limited series and the product of Enzo Ferrari's philosophy, aiming to make every new model the best car of its time. That means that every new addition to the lineage is the embodiment of leading-edge research that sets the standard for cars worldwide. You'll drive all the Ferrari supercars on this adventure, but for now, just enjoy the collector's piece that is the Gran Turismo Omologato. Or, like Mr. Pignati Morano said, simply GTO. This car is, in essence, a special version of another iconic Ferrari, the 308 GTS. And, as intended, it is one of the fastest street-legal production cars of its time. Interesting fact from my archives. Three-time racing world champion Niki Lauda, one of the few GTOs produced. A gift from Enzo Ferrari himself. Beautiful sight. Takes me back to the Legacy Tour Ferrari organized back in 2024. A GTO tribute tour set in the stunning surroundings of the Italian Dolomites. Organized exactly 40 years after Ferrari introduced the supercar at the 1984 Geneva Motor Show. But enough from me. Just listen to the car you're driving. She'll tell you her story herself.
Okay, so we completed the first race.
A world where legends live among us to tell their stories loud and clear. Was delighted with that introduction. You may now head towards the northern part of the bay to make the acquaintance of the next two supercars in our Ferrari lineup. You heard me right. The next event will feature not one, but two cars for you to drive. On one hand, the inspired and inspiring Ferrari F40. And on the other hand, nothing less than a road-legal Formula One, a Ferrari F50. The Ferrari F50, a bridge between road and racetrack.
The F50 is a car that is made to celebrate the 50 years of the company. It's a car which is basically very much taking the technology of Formula One to the road. It's basically a Formula One with covered wheels. You look at the shape, you look at the front, you can really see the shape of the musetto of a Formula One, and the emotion of driving it is just incredible.
Let me tell you more about the Ferrari F50. Often thought of together, the F40 and F50 are yet very different cars, each one fascinating in its own individual way. It's true they bear some similar design elements and, of course, a naming convention. F for Ferrari and 50 for the prancing horse's 50th birthday, just like the F40 a decade earlier. But the similarities stop right there, because these two siblings are defiantly individual. The F50 is a mechanical symphonia. No turbocharged V8 here. The F50's core is a normally aspirated V12 that came straight from a Formula One. Then there's the bodywork. Composite materials, like the monocoque carbon fiber chassis shaped to aerodynamic perfection. Again, all coming from the racing world. Extreme machine. Bold, innovative, intimidating. And that sound. It was impressive back then, and it still is today. And the car's voice sounds even better from inside. I could ramble on about this car forever, but I'll let it speak for itself now.
Yeah, that is impressive. Wow.
This was the F50, a sports car that screams performance and racing spirit with every fiber of its being.
I think for the Ferrari we need to be dressed appropriately. Like this. Okay, this provides for the glove, so I think there are glitches in the game. Anyways, how we are progressing here. Not bad. The Testarossa.
When you ask people which is one of the most iconic cars that people remember, I think the Testarossa is definitely among these cars here.
Yeah, for sure. The Testarossa is fucking hell iconic, really. It's absolutely amazing.
The technology that is inside, easily distinguishable from the side which has the fins. It is one of those cars that everybody remembers.
Yeah, not truly an icon.
Testarossa is very simple. Translated from Italian is testa, head, rossa, red, so the red head.
Il fatto è che non guido solo per andare da A e B. That's a nice quotes of Enzo Ferrari. This is such a great playlist.
The Ferrari Testarossa was quite the celebrity in her time. Movies, TV shows, magazines, and even video games, the Testarossa was everywhere, appealing to kids and adults alike. With its angular design, minimalistic lines, and signature side air intakes, this car was a poster child for aerodynamics. Precise. The exact model Motorfest has put in your hands is the 1991 re-engineered version of the Testarossa, introduced as the 512 TR, featuring a redesigned interior and a refined exterior to improve its already spectacular lines.
When I'm playing with the manual gearbox, I made a setup similar to what I have in Gran Turismo and in Forza Horizon. So it's interesting to switch gears manually. Yeah, that was cool.
Fresh air and nostalgia.
Nah, this is epic. So nice. So what do we have? Multi-vehicle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do this. And then probably we'll make a break.
Scuderia Ferrari in our history is extremely important. Scuderia Ferrari was created in 1929, not far away from here. Enzo Ferrari himself was a driver. He started as a driver. So he created, and to stimulate the drivers, he was giving them and putting them in the best condition with the best car possible. Scuderia Ferrari was so successful. Enzo Ferrari has conquered the world from Maranello. This is an achievement which is unique and really makes the brand unique.
Yeah, I agree. Ferrari is the best brand in the world, in my opinion. Oh, I love this car, especially in this livery.
The Scuderia is what started it all. To understand what fuels the creation of every Ferrari ever made,
it's an NART, North American Racing Team livery.
Is an indispensable stop.
And it looks beautiful inside.
Racing cars were Enzo Ferrari's passion and obsession. This is what led him to found the Scuderia in 1929, which has played a major role in racing history. And born from this racing division, Ferrari as a brand and factory of excellence was created a few years later.
I suspect that I'm using my own car here because I have this Ferrari with the NART livery. I don't remember is it really exactly my livery? I mean, not the one I created, but that I found and that I like very much.
Is what led
But it's funny.
to create cars and eventually supercars. Without his racing spirit and passion, there would be no Ferraris as we know them. The Ferrari 365 GTB4 is the perfect vehicle for you to experience Ferrari racing as it felt back in the 70s.
Indeed.
Before switching for a
I love this car.
about 45
From Gran
years
Turismo
since
7. It is fantastic. But Gran Turismo 7 has its
There, for this second lap,
non-racing version.
FXXK.
Fucking hell, this is absolutely amazing. FXXK is fucking spaceship.
This car is quite peculiar. Essentially a laboratory-enhanced version of La Ferrari, a supercar you'll get to meet later on. It didn't compete per se, but this insanely powerful car was used for years as an R&D test car, allowing Ferrari to collect precious data to ultimately improve their next official racing cars, as well as the supercars.
And it's such a cool feature in this playlist that the tachometer is changing always. Depends on the car you are driving.
A Ferrari so extreme that it can never be driven on the road, nor qualify for any kind of official competition. But it's still a racing machine through and through. More than a car, the FXXK is an experiment for its makers and an experience for its drivers.
Yeah, I read on the internet that there are people who own these cars. Everybody has its own livery, and there is a website, Exotic Car Registry, and all these Ferraris are listed there with their respective owners. So interesting.
Track heritage, a heritage in which supercars are inextricably tied up.
Yeah, that was my livery, really. Yeah, they allowed me to use my own car in that playlist. Nice. Okay, so we have a photo op. I need to make picture of Ferrari F50. Where is it? This is the one. And I'm gonna make a picture.
Anytime.
Yeah, nice. We made the photos. And where is the driver? I think it is up there. I need to switch for the plane.
Marvelous race driver. A moment I'll be thrilled to relate and store in my archives.
Come on, land. Okay, I need to make a break. Thank you so much for everyone who was watching this. And I will continue. Okay, we're almost there. And I will be opening then a few of challenges in order to progress on the legendary main stage track. See you later. Thank you guys.